The race to win in Interlagos begins in 5 lights time.
Formula One has been long synonymous with high-speed drama, strategic brilliance, and heart-stopping action. From legendary drivers to unforgettable races, the sport has produced countless moments that continue to captivate fans worldwide. In this high-stakes world, victory hinges on precise planning, flawless execution, and a touch of luck. Yet, even the best-laid plans can unravel. It's in these moments of weakness that true legends emerge. When defeat looms, the brave rise, defying odds and pushing limits. Join us as we explore the most epic comebacks in F1 history, paying tribute to the indomitable spirit of drivers who refused to yield to defeat. Number 8. Niki Lauda. Niki Lauda's legendary 1976 title battle with James Hunt is about to hit the big screen in Ron Howard's Rush. What you might not know is that Lauda was well on his way to securing another world title that same year until a devastating crash in the Nürburgring not only jeopardized his championship, but also his life. A priest was even called to Lauda's hospital room to deliver last rites, but against all odds, Lauda survived and just weeks later returned to compete in the Italian Grand Prix in a bid to defend his championship lead. From a near-death experience at Nürburgring to racing again just weeks later, Lauda's determination is the stuff of legends, and he's not alone. Number 7. Alain Prost. Now, Alain Prost's comeback to Formula One after his initial retirement in 1991 was one of the most iconic returns in motorsport history. Prost, a 4-time world champion, retired from the sport at the end of '91 after an illustrious career. However, after a few years away from the grid, Prost decided to return for the 1993 season with Ferrari, at the age of 38, to compete alongside rising star Jean Alesi. Now, his return was remarkable because Prost showed that he still had the pace and strategic mind to compete at the highest level. In his comeback season, Prost secured 3 wins and several podium finishes, including a victory at the 1993 German Grand Prix. Although he didn't win another world championship, Prost's comeback proved that his experience and racecraft remained sharp, despite the advances in technology and the emergence of new generations of drivers. Prost retired for a second time at the end of '93, leaving a lasting legacy as one of the sport's greatest drivers, and his return to F1 proved that champions never truly lose their edge. Number 6. Lewis Hamilton. Few drivers understand the art of comebacks better than Lewis Hamilton. The 2018 German Grand Prix at Hockenheim is a prime example of his incredible resilience. After starting in 14th place due to an unexpected grid penalty, Hamilton faced a nightmare start, dropping to 17th in the early laps. Then a gearbox issue forced him to pit twice. Undeterred, Hamilton pressed on as the rain began to fall more heavily, transforming the track into a slippery challenge. As others faltered, Hamilton capitalized on their mistakes, making up position after position. In the final laps, with just a few cars ahead of him, he executed a daring overtake to take the lead. Sebastian Vettel, his main competitor, had crashed out, leaving the door open for Hamilton. He seized the opportunity and claimed a remarkable victory against all odds, solidifying his reputation as one of F1's greatest comeback drivers. Number 5. Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel's Formula One journey has been full of ups and downs. After debuting in 2006 with BMW Sauber, he quickly gained the attention of Toro Rosso, securing his first win at the 2008 Italian Grand Prix. But it was with Red Bull Racing that Vettel truly made his mark, winning 4 consecutive world championships from 2010 to 2013, dominating the sport with precision and consistency. Despite the success, his time at Ferrari was more challenging, as he narrowly missed out on some titles and struggled to keep pace with Mercedes. However, one of the great comeback moments came in the 2015 Hungarian Grand Prix when he defied expectations. Starting from second, Vettel overcame a series of race challenges, including tire management and a late pit stop, to secure his first win for Ferrari, a monumental victory for both him and the team. Vettel's resilience shone through once again in 2018 when he nearly clinched a 5th title. Despite being in the hunt all season, the championship ultimately slipped from his grasp. But his ability to battle through adversity was evident, particularly in races like the 2018 German Grand Prix, where he bounced back after a tough start to finish in 2nd place. Number 4. Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher's 16-year career with Benetton and Ferrari saw him break numerous records and became a fierce competitor. His comeback in 2010, after 3 years of retirement, sparked hopes of him fighting for a 9th championship with Mercedes. While the team wasn't quite ready to challenge the frontrunners, Schumacher still showed flashes of brilliance, including a podium finish in Valencia and a near-pole lap at Monaco, but it was Schumacher's earlier years that defined his legacy. One standout moment came in 1995 at the Belgian Grand Prix in Spa, where, starting from 16th, he made a stunning comeback in wet conditions, mastering the unpredictable weather to take the victory. Schumacher retired again in 2012, just before Mercedes became F1's dominant team, but his impact on the sport remains unforgettable. Number 3. Jenson Button. The 2011 Canadian Grand Prix will forever be etched in F1 history as the longest and arguably greatest race of all time. Jenson Button's display of sheer tenacity and unmatched skill left fans and competitors alike in awe. Confronted with 2 crashes, a puncture, and a stop-and-go penalty, the McLaren driver found himself in last place, approaching the race's midpoint. Despite the odds stacked against him, Button refused to back down, mounting a comeback that would ultimately silence even the most skeptical critics. As rain drenched the Gilles Villeneuve circuit, Button's mastery of wet weather driving shone through. He expertly navigated the twisting circuit, precision driving through corners to the piste de resistance came on the final lap as Sebastian Vettel's Red Bull faltered into turn 6, handing Button the lead. The British driver seized the moment, capping off a jaw-dropping comeback that left the F1 world speechless. Button's triumphant drive at the 2011 Canadian Grand Prix left an indelible mark on the world of Formula One. While Jenson Button's remarkable comeback at the 2011 Canadian Grand Prix undoubtedly deserves recognition as one of the greatest comeback drives in the sport's history, it appears that Kimi Raikkonen's triumph at Suzuka in 2005 has edged out Button. Number 2. Kimi Raikkonen. Now, few people remember Kimi Raikkonen's epic stint in Formula One. A demon on the track with the right setup, his coolness in intense situations and calm demeanor earned him his legendary nickname, the Iceman. It also might be because he's from Finland, but let's just stick with his calm nature. At Suzuka in 2005, Raikkonen showed his exceptional driving skills in a breathtaking comeback. Rain-soaked qualifying left Raikkonen's McLaren Mercedes languishing in 17th, alongside Fernando Alonso and Michael Schumacher. But the Finn had a trick up his sleeve. As the race unfolded, Raikkonen fine-tuned his setup and strategically picked off competitors one by one. With just 1 lap remaining, only Giancarlo Fisichella stood between him and a victory. In a daring last-lap maneuver that's become legendary in F1 history, the Finnish driver executed an audacious pass on Fisichella's Renault at breakneck speeds, deftly navigating the treacherous Turn 1. On worn tires, the Italian was powerless to stop Raikkonen's thrilling victory. The Iceman had struck, solidifying his status as a master of high-pressure driving. Number 1. Max Verstappen. Rain-soaked tracks? Well, that's when Formula One gets seriously intense. When the skies open up, only the most fearless drivers are willing to push the limits. It's the perfect stage for incredible comeback, and Max Verstappen has definitely shown that he's one of the best when it comes to handling these wild, unpredictable races. One recent example was at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Max started all the way back in 17th because of a 5-place grid penalty for a new engine. He wasn't on the verge of clinching his 4th title just yet. That's still on the horizon, but his 8th win of the season was still on the line, and the stakes couldn't have been higher. With the rain pouring down and the chaos unfolding around him, crashes, red flags, safety cars everywhere, Max kept his cool. He picked his moments perfectly, overtaking with absolute precision and avoiding mayhem. After the race, he was calm as ever. We stayed out of trouble, made the right calls, and kept it together, Max said. It's amazing to win from that far back, especially with everything that went on. Now, of course, not everyone was giving all the credit to Max's skills. Lando Norris, his biggest rival right now, had to take on his own situation. Quote, "It's not talent, it's just luck," he said. But with a 62-point lead and only a few races left, Max is still making it pretty clear that luck has very little to do with it. With 3 races remaining, Verstappen holds a commanding 62-point lead over Norris. If he maintains a 60-point advantage after the Las Vegas Grand Prix on November 23rd, the championship is his. Now, as the F1 world looks ahead to the next race in Vegas, the stage is set for a thrilling conclusion to the season. With anticipation building, fans eagerly await the next chapter in this championship battle. However, do you agree with Norris? Was Verstappen's triumph a result of luck or sheer driving genius? Share your thoughts in the comments below. After witnessing these breathtaking performances, we can't help but hope for more rain-soaked races. The unpredictable conditions bring out the best in drivers, unleashing epic talent throughout the grid. Stay dry and up to date with all the action on the DRS Speed Hunters channel. Subscribe now and turn on notifications to catch every thrilling moment and relive the most iconic drives.